Have you ever seen wood more expensive than gold? There is such a type of wood in the world. It looks ordinary to the naked eye, but they have very unusual properties. Some woods are as hard as steel. Some can exude a kind of soul-stirring, the smell of dreams, because here wood is very precious and not easy to detect, so their prices are ridiculously expensive. The most expensive one only requires a palm-sized piece. You can change to a large villa in a first-tier city. So what do these rare woods look like? What's so amazing about them? This video, Black Earth, bring a leader to gain a deeper understanding. The 10 most expensive types of wood in the world. 10th, pink ivory. This is a deciduous leaf that grows in southern Africa. The appearance of the tree it's just like regular wood. But after peeling off the bark, it will show very bright pink wood. This wood is very hard. The weight in the hand is as heavy as a stone. It's called pink ivory wood. It's because after polishing, this wood will exhibit ceramic luster, warm as ivory. This wood, it is often used to make various high-end handicrafts. Before the 19th century, only the king of the Zulu tribe can hold. Except for the king, any civilians hide or cut down pink ivory tombs will be sentenced to death. So this pink wood, it used to be a symbol of power and status. This tree grows extremely slowly. A small tree often requires experience. It takes hundreds of years to become a genius. The excesses of hundreds of families getting less and less harvested. Prices have skyrocketed if it's in good condition. It is said that 1 ton is worth millions of people. 9th, shed ebony. This is also a species that grows in Africa. Extremely precious wood. Jiapeng ebony is also called the second half ebony. It grows in Western Africa. The color of this wood is pitch black. It's hard to even see the texture after cutting. Therefore, in Japan, it is also known as black sandalwood. Many people thought that the black keyboard of the piano was dyed color, but the world's top black keys on a high-end piano, most are made from potted ebony. No staining required at all because it's so black. It's also denser than pink shrimp wood. Weight as a stone. If you throw it into the water, it will immediately sink to too hard, so it's very difficult to process. Even the sharpest steel saw blade, it gets dull after going to a piece of Gabon ebony. In addition, it also has excellent corrosion resistance. Even the destructive power of termites to wood, extremely powerful, can't hurt at all. Jiapeng ebony half-minute, with its unique colors and powerful physical properties. This wood is in the world. Major high-end handicrafts are being made. Very popular, but due to excessive mining for a long time, resulting in a significant decrease in the number. It grows over hundreds of years. And it's just a little circle in the center. The material is pure black, so the payout rate is extremely low. The price of a ton is also as high as millions of RMB. 8th, African black wood. Explain it here. There are many kinds of ebony. Dark wood dug from underground or underwater, also known as ebony. African black wood that grows on the African savanna, also called ebony, although the name is ebony. But it's something completely different. African black wood. It's also known as East African rosewood in my country. It is also a black wood. It's just that the color is more helpful. The ebony should be lighter. Wood grain can be seen in strong light. It's a very sloppy tree. Not only tall, but also very short. The shape is very distorted. It looks like a pile of accumulation. Like a dead mound of graves. It's such a chaotic pile of graves. It can put you on the front line. Change the city to a set of large, flat floors. This wood is extremely hard. Professional alloy tools must be used. The machine can cut it open. If you take the steel saw blades to cut African black wood, then the saw blade is likely to break directly. This wood is very oily. Basically no water absorption. Has strong moisture resistance. Will not deform easily. The sound transmission speed of the outer belt is extremely fast and clear. It's the perfect material for making wooden instruments. A musical instrument made of this wood. Not only does the sound better the more you use it, it's also waterproof and corrosion resistant. Even without painting, you can also polish the texture of the mirror surface. But because the tree is naturally distorted, so the payout is very low. It's also more expensive than Gabon ebony. The 7th goes to Yana gemstone mulberry. This is from the Amazon, a type of wood found in the tropical rainforest. Due to its wood grain, it looks like the lines of snake skin, so people called it snakewood. This wood is highly resistant to corrosion and not afraid of insects, mainly used to make various high-end luxury goods. Once the richest man in the world, Tease's house has furniture made of serpentine, same as the African ebony above. The price of snake grain wood will also be determined according to quality. Because not all snakewood has beautiful snakeskin lines. There are a few logs belonging to the Yana Gem warehouse, exquisite snakeskin patterns due to the low disaster rate. Therefore, in the international market, the price per kilogram of shenmu is over $100 in Japan. But a walking stick made of serpentine wood, the price is as high as 400,000 yen. Very expensive. As for its price, in fact, there is no fixed area because of these kinds of crafts. The wood is the same as the antiques and calligraphy at the auction. Each one is unique, so the price of good condition may be very exaggerated. But it's not in good condition. Maybe it won't be that expensive. 6th, Brazilian dalbergia. This is something that grows in the eastern tropics of Brazil, found in the rainforest, because it gives off the same aroma as roses, so it is also called Brazilian rosewood. This wood comes in a wide variety of colors. Some colors are darker, some colors are light. The most noble, expensive one is pulled up black rosewood with black texture. Just a thin piece. The value can be as high as tens of thousands of yuan. The reason why there is such a high price, it's because of its own unique timbre. A evenly cut piece of Brazilian rosewood. After tapping lightly, it has a crisp, metallic sound. This rare trait, it is the most suitable material for making high-end guitars. He may not be very famous in our country, but in Western countries, this wood is very popular. It's extremely expensive. Guitars made of this material, prices go up to $50,000, equivalent to about $350,000. Due to early overlogging, the number of black altars in Brazil is critically endangered. If a permit is not issued locally, private mining will be punished very severely. 5th, old sandalwood. Old sandalwood is also called Indian sandalwood. In our country, it is referred to as Laotian tan for short. This is a kind of birth in India, a sandalwood of the Seoul region. It exudes a penetrating aroma, and it lasts a really long time. Even one hundreds of years old sandalwood fan, just a little friction, it can still emit a strong aroma. This wood is almost a treasure. Because sandalwood itself, it is a very valuable Chinese herbal medicine. It can not only be used to carve all kinds of valuable artworks, you can also extract essential oils. Sandalwood oil is commonly known as liquid gold. It's very expensive. It is a must-have setting agent for many high-end perfumes. Explain it here. Although Australia and Indonesia, it is also the main producer of sandalwood, but only sandalwood from the Mysore region of India. It's real old sandalwood, because only trees are over 60 years old. After logging, after decades of aging, only then can it be called authentic Laotian sandalwood. If it is a genuine Indian old mountain altar piece, often as high as tens of thousands of yuan. He's not talking about tons. But according to Klekiga. 4th, sandalwood, red sandalwood. Sandalwood, red sandalwood is also called Indian lobular red sandalwood. This wood is extremely slow. It takes thousands of years to become successful, and it is still the stone altar 9. That is to say, the trunk center of 10 microphylla trees. Usually 9 are empty. This means that the wood that can be used to make large furniture is very scarcity in tomorrow's era. The lobular red sandalwood is the special wood of the royal family. It is also called the tomb of the emperor. Due to the small moon, it is distributed in a few regions of India, and it grows very dispersed. In addition, the growth cycle is extremely long. So production is rather sparse. The price is also very expensive. A piece of furniture made of Indian lobular rosewood. Prices are often in the millions. As early as 2013, price per ton of lobular red sandalwood. We're in the millions. It may be more expensive now. The third C, Southern huanghuali. This is more famous. The Chinese scientific name of Hainan huanghuali is mainly distributed in Hainan province. It is a second-class protected plant in our country. The reason why it becomes a protected plant, it's because it's expensive. There was a lot of logging in the early years. This has led to a significant decrease in wild populations. They're very scarce. Hainan huanghuali is the best in our country. One of the most precious rosewood species. Like most red mothers, it also has a unique aroma and corrosion resistance. In addition, its wood shape is also extremely stable. Made of wood and paper. As long as it is properly maintained, it won't deform even after hundreds of years. In addition, it is a traditional Chinese medicine. It has certain pharmacological effects. Furniture made of this wood, especially suitable for elderly people. As for what its effectiveness and leadership are, you can check by yourself. Due to its excellent pharmacological effects and stability, as early as the Ming and Qing dynasties, Hainan huanghuali grown in the wild, very few have been developed. His growth cycle takes hundreds of years in the wild. Therefore, the timber market has been in a state of supply. Requested state. Now, his collection value is much higher than that of wood. Its own use value. Back in 2010, a pair of Ming Dynasty huanghuali transactions sold for 70 million RMB. A piece of quality, good kelp huanghuali wood will give value. Tens of thousands of dollars. Very expensive anyway. At that time, why are there so many people in rural areas? The root cause of the acquisition of worn tables, chairs, who don't understand they were collecting these old furniture as antiques. But actually what they want is wood. Broken beads sold for hundreds of dollars. People may sell tens of thousands of dollars backhand, even hundreds of thousands. It's not about giving you a ladder. Second, Agarwood. Many people think that Agarwood is the Agarwood tree. Actually, Agarwood is not a specific tree. It is a tree in the Daphne family after being injured and infected with fungus. Wounds. A thick dark brown oil secreted by itself. This oil is associated with certain fungi. After hundreds of years, eventually form a solid state with a fragrant taste. This mixture is Agarwood. If an Agarwood tree has never been hurt, it's not fungal. Then even if he lives to death, it's just plain white wood. Naturally occurring Agarwood, it takes hundreds of years. And they're extremely rare. It's also quite expensive. The best Agarwood in good condition, just 1 gram. It can be worth tens of thousands of yuan. Much more expensive than gold. But even so, there is also a wood more precious than Agarwood. He is the #1 in this video. He is also the most expensive wooden man in the world. Umbilical cord. It is the sublimation and qualitative change of Agarwood under special conditions. Although it is also a kind of Agarwood, it needs to be much more expensive than ordinary Agarwood. Because in the wild, in 1,000 Agarwood trees, perhaps only 1 tree can produce Agarwood. But it's south. It requires tens of thousands of trees that have already produced Agarwood. After hundreds of years, thousands of years of aging are possible. The probability of forming it is extremely low. People used to separate it from the ordinary magic gun. Make it a top-class wild white chess. The price per gram is as high as 100,000 RMB or more. Quite expensive. As for why this stuff is so expensive, in addition to having certain medicinal value, the main reason is its rarity. Due to their very slow growth cycle, so the quantity is very small. A large part of what determines value is the quantity. The so-called rare is precious. The smaller the quantity, the more expensive it tends to be. Finally, I would like to remind the leaders, only genuine natural Agarwood. It has certain medicinal value. The quantity of this kind of Agarwood is often very rare, and the price is usually not cheap. If you accidentally come into contact with a fake, not only is it not good for the body, it could be harmful. Because counterfeiting is often artificial, flavor-soaked wood. The smell of this artificial fragrance. Long-term inhalation is very harmful to the body. So, if you have the opportunity to come into contact with this precious wood, must be carefully identified so as not to be deceived. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you.